Yes, they want y'all to be fools.
Right, so to break that down, it's easy to identify y'all because y'all language identify who y'all is. We don't have to ask where you from, what state, what county. Your language tell me where you from. Because we even can pick up on that with other people now. Just by how they talk to us, what level they at. So we even know how to respond, and that's a form of controlling them. Because we'll downgrade our word to match them. Or if we want to make ourselves seem over them or something bigger than what we really is to them, what we'll do, we'll just go up a couple of words on our vocabulary. That's called being the fucking devil. That's manipulation.
It says, for example, if you told a slave that he must perform in getting out our crops, and he knows that language well, he would know that our crop didn't mean our crops.
That's why at your job, the bosses happen to be, and the supervisors and the floor leads and managers are being re-educated on how to talk to these young people entering the workforce because they understand the language of American English now. And I have witnessed that myself. I done witnessed young dudes like, what you say to me?
Yeah.
I know you my boss, but what did you say to me? Oh, well, because he'll say, go get that and do this. And what did you say to me? See, you understand the language now. So he'll have to say, oh, well, could you? I'm sorry. See, that's what that's about.
And the slavery system will break down, for he will relate on the basis of what our crops really meant. So you have to be careful in setting up the new language, for the slave would soon be in your house talking to you as a man to man.
And that's why you witness that everywhere in America now. People being talked to man to man. And you know who getting it a lot? A lot of these older people, because they come into Sherman's job and they try to talk to her with that slave mentality. Because she been blasting her. I had to tell her that shit out because she gonna lose her job. Because she understand the language. She always come in yelling, well, she should have never said it like this. And I just smiled. I said, when you gonna read that Willie Lynch? Go ahead though, cuz go ahead. That's cold.
And there is death to our economic system.
Yeah, so you white people is done. So if y'all watching this, that's why y'all is being approached all over the world by these young blacks, Latins, and Native Americans and these other nations. Okay, just
Did you want me to read this or no?
No. Skip all past that. Yep, just
It says, this is on page 14. They sleep while you are awake and are awake while you sleep.
Right. Now I hate to just have put that little point right there like that, but that's why they got Jake with the new economics of basically selling drugs and so forth. And we know what the drug hours consist of, not work hours. So Jake, what have Jake done? And is it correct? They have merged the drug hours into the business hours. They just converted that. Because Cuzzo doing that now. And that's what he told me. He move around doing the work and business hours now. And I was like, damn, that's smart. He said, so when it's downtown rush hour, he rush all his drugs through everybody. And he tell people, I'm only going to have it from 2 to 6.
Right.
That's your hours, baby. 2 to 6, you better get what you need because I shut down after that. So yeah, that's a process of what we talking about. So even in that book, the hours that even got Jake set on to sleep and to be woke is counter off them Edomites. That's why the Edomites neighborhood shut down at what, 10? Jake neighborhood liven up. You see a whole bunch of young black and black. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, right. When cause I lived in Chicago. What we did was we didn't start coming outside till around 5, 6 o'clock when the sun started to go down. Some of us, depending on what level, what we was doing, wouldn't come outside to 8, 9 o'clock, and we would pull what's called all-nighters. We'll be outside to 6, 7 o'clock. We'll be up from 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning, and then we would go to sleep and stay in the house until 2. Right.
I didn't do it all over again. I did the same thing. And that's set in Chicago, but why that's everywhere? That's in California, that's in Detroit, that's in Michigan, that's in Milwaukee. See that? They did all this is a worldwide thing, man. And it's going on over in England. That's how far this is.
Because we all been indoctrinated up under this book.
So that's why we bring in the documentaries out on what these crackers on. Okay, we jump to the next one. So now y'all understand and got y'all time set up.
And the reason why they got y'all out there is because the police are out during that hour also.
third degree.
Yeah.
See that's the worstest, them the strongest officers that they put on the force. They take that third shift.
Yeah.
Why? Because they finna deal with y'all.
It says, verse 4, my bad. It says, pay little attention to the generation of original breaking, but concentrate on future generations.
So that was us.
Yeah.
That was me, my generation. That was his generation.
Yeah.
So they've been focusing more on us, not our parents.
That's right.
That's why our parents got what was called the jobs through Chrysler and all that. Now it's like they crunching down on everything. I'm like, damn. So, okay, that last little part, just right here to the bottom.
Okay, this is page 15. It says, when it comes to breaking the uncivilized nigger, use the same process, but vary the degree and step up the pressure so as to do a complete reversal of the mind. Take the meanest and most reckless nigger, strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining male niggers, the female and the nigger infant. Tear and feather him.
And that's what they do in our neighborhoods. The police, when they come and Jake start to resist them, they come with an overwhelming force and pulverize him in front of everybody. The women, the children, everybody, they be screaming and yelling.
Yeah.
But they know, I don't want that's done because that's a psychological effect in their mind. You can play tough all day long, nigga, but that's why y'all don't help each other. Now let's read how they been doing it.
Tie each leg to a different horse in opposite directions.
Right, so each one of us get a part of your body. One of us put our knee on the back of your neck. The other one put it on the back of your, in your back. One of us hold your legs down. And then one of us start to put the handcuffs on.
Yeah.
I got to speed it up to modern time. Y'all don't get it.
Set him afire.
Right, so they set his ass up and they slam his ass on the car.
Yeah,
and then they refinish searching him and patting him down all rough.
And beat both horses to pull him apart in front of the remaining niggas.
Right, then they throw his ass in the car and slam the door. Then they stand there and congregate for about 5 to 10 minutes so you can see the pain and suffering in his eyes before they pull off with him full speed. Yeah. And the rest of the officers stand there and they fester in the spirit.
Yeah. The next step is to take a bullwhip and beat the remaining nigger male to the point of death in front of the female and the infant.
And this show history and what they have done to your people.
Don't kill him, but put the fear of God in him, for he can be useful for future breeding.
See that? So the black man is running around here to do what? To crop more slaves to his slave master.
Yeah.
That's why they gave the woman welfare and didn't care what happened to you, because you were just going to bring more slaves anyway. Okay.
Get this one out.
Yeah. Jeremiah 1-6. What is it?
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 1-6.
Alright, Jeremiah 5:1-6. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now and know and seek in the broad places thereof, if you can find a man, if there be any that execute judgment, that speaketh the truth, and I will pardon it. And that's us brothers you see doing this documentary today. And though they say the Lord liveth, surely they swear falsely. People in the church. O Lord, are not thou eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive corrections. Right, he used the police to do all what you just read to you. They have made their faces harder than a rock, them Israelites. They have refused to return. Therefore I said, surely these are poor, they are foolish, for they know not the way of the Lord, nor the judgment of their God. I will get me unto the great man, and I will speak unto them, for they have known the way of the Lord, and the judgment of their God. But these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds, meaning we have came from up under the philosophy and the structure of our mother, trying to break us into this bullshit ass world. That's why we doing this document. That's why we bringing it out about us.
All right, this is page 13. It's titled, Keep the Body and Take the Mind.
Is this about the woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this for you women right here.
It says, in other words, break the will to resist, Now the breaking process is the same for the horse and the nigger, only slightly varying in degrees. But as we said before, you must keep your eye focused on the female and the offspring of the horse and the nigger. It says, therefore, if you break the female, she will break the offspring in its early years of development. And when the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver it up to you.
And that's why they got something called officer friendly that they indoctrinate in all our schools and introduce all the young black kids to these officer friendly firefighters, lying ass motherfuckers.
For her normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process. That was it.
Okay, what else?
Scriptures.
Job 39:17.
Yeah. Why? Is this why they focus on the women?
Come on, man, I hate this motherfucker.
I got it. This is Job chapter 39, verse 17. It says, because God hath deprived her of her wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
That's why it was so important to get that man out the house. That's all I already know. You black and Native American women don't have no goddamn wisdom or understanding.
Common sense.
Comes from the man.
Yep. That's why the Lord established the order. It's the man, then the woman. What was the next scripture? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean,
He said, the Lord created man, turned him into a being, and creation time. Sure they ain't possible. No, yeah. Well, that's it. No, yeah, that's it.
why?
Oh, okay.
Because of the census?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 17:1. The Lord has created man of the earth and turned him into it again. He had gave him few days and a short time and power also over all things therein. The man, not the woman. He endured them with strength by themselves, right? That's why we strong. And made them according to his image, right? Have the knowledge of him, of Yahweh Shadabai. And put the fear of man upon all flesh and gave him dominion over beasts and the fowls. That's why man ain't afraid of nothing. We conquer lions, everything. They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord. See, that's what they teach y'all in this world. And in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding. And in the 7th, speech and interpretive of the conjureness thereof. Meaning to understand what your mind is saying, think about it, process it, and speak to respond. Yeah. Women don't have all that. Counsel and a tongue and eyes, ears, and a heart gave he them to understand. Withal he filled them with the knowledge of understanding and showed them good and evil. See that? So that's the point. Yeah.
You want to use the Job 14?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Job chapter 14, verse 1.